Tropics. What do I need to know, Walter?
Well, the first things you need to know are how to get into and out of the car.
Oh,
and that's always a challenge.
Right.
Then, as we're driving around the track, you want to drive smoothly. Smooth inputs on the gas and the brake.
Okay.
Smooth inputs with your hands on the steering wheel.
I'm gonna start going.
Okay.
So we're driving smooth. And how fast do you let people go their first time out?
We build them up to speed gradually.
Okay.
So we start out at moderate speeds. Usually most people are comfortable going anywhere from 60 to 80 miles an hour, and we gradually build them up to, some of them get up to as much as 110 on the straightaways.
You know, speaking of 110, how popular, I mean, those Fast and Furious movies have been very popular. How much have they increased sales or helped you guys out? The people are like, yeah, I want to come down and race like the movies.
They help some because they give people a sense of excitement about cars. But when we come out here to the racetrack, we want to focus on teaching people how to drive a car at speed safely, which the Fast and Furious movies are not exactly great at because they emphasize a lot of high speed on public streets.
Right.
And this is a safe place to come and exercise speed and learn how to drive a car at speed safely.
All right, so what's the big plan? I'm going to speed up here, show everybody how fast I'm going on the roads right now. Flip that camera around and show them. We're going about only 40 miles per hour. Why does it seem like we're going so much faster than we actually are?
It's a combination of things. Part of it is because the car is so low to the ground, the suspension is so stiff, and it's such a lightweight car with very responsive power, all that feels like a big go-kart.
Ah, I'm getting that go-kart experience. Okay, now I'm going 60 miles per hour. How low to the ground are we exactly? It feels like we are very low.
Maybe about 4 inches off the ground.
Okay.
Slow down a little bit over this crest.
Okay, because we don't want to skid off the track, right?
We're turning right.
Okay, I'm going to slow down as we turn right. Now, is it important that when we go around these corners to slow down a lot?
It depends on the corner. Some of the corners you can carry some speed through. Some like this one, you just have to maintain speed around it. It's called a patience corner. When we're out on the straightaways, that's where you can work up some speed.
Okay.
And that's when it really gets to be fun. But also the corners are a lot of fun, especially in a car as nimble as this one.
Oh, sharp turn. All right.
To the left.
What are you saying? What should I hit?
Bring it all the way over to the left.
Oh, bring it all the way over to the left.
Right here.
And then make the corner.
Right here. Then a left turn immediately.
Okay, right back around. Hopefully we get to a straightaway.
Now we're coming onto the longest straightaway, so you can start adding some speed, start squeezing on some power.
Let's show people back inside because it's almost time for us to end this segment here. But I want to make sure people know when we come back, we're going to give you some tips to driving and buying an exotic car. And now let's go fast! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my gosh, we're going super fast. Okay, show them how fast we're going. Okay, back in here, as we say, I am shuttling here with CW39 Houston. No wait, weather and traffic. Hold on, Walter! Woo!
Need to get out the door in a hurry? Never wait for traffic information again. Always on the screen, no matter where you are.
No wait, weather and traffic on CW39 Houston.
Say yes to the best bargains ever at Ross.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Savings on savings on savings? That's yes for less at Ross.
I was on the freeway trying to merge, and the 18-wheeler rear-ended me. It slammed, bam, right into the rear end. And it hurt my neck so bad. I called Jim Adler the same day of the accident, and I made an appointment to come in the next day. Jim Adler and Associates was able to take care of my bills, take care of my car. They answered all my questions, and they made it so much easier for me.
If you've been rear-ended and need help, call me, Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
713-777-4000.
There's so much more to you than just a number. That's why Cigna Medicare Advantage plans treat you like a whole person, body and mind. Call 1-877-530-4083 to get a flexible Cigna Medicare Advantage plan designed for the way you really live. With benefits that include medical, dental, vision, and prescriptions, all in one plan. The freedom to choose your own doctors. Discounts on healthy living programs like acupuncture. And no referrals required. All with no monthly premium to pay. Get the facts in our free Medicare Advantage Guide. Medicare annual enrollment is here. Get a plan that fits your lifestyle today. Call 1-877-530-4083. I'll give you that number again, 1-877-530-4083. Or go to GetCignaMedicare.com.
When you apply for Social Security disability benefits, you have to fill out a lot of paperwork. you may get frustrated and need somebody to help you. I'm Victor McCrease, a Texas Board Certified attorney. If you need to apply for disability benefits or appeal a denial, my law firm is here to help you get started either in person or over the phone. Yo hablo español.
Call Victor McCrease toll-free 1-866-526-9966.
Oh, yeah. There's always something new in store at Ross.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Say yes to those looks, the best brands, and check you out bargains. Savings from top to bottom? That's yes for less at Ross.
Relive the 80s.
Come on and work that boogie body. Woo!
With the Goldbergs. Weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on CW 39. Houston.
Back for more weather and traffic. It is No Wait, of course, here on CW 39. I'm Chief Meteorologist Adam Kruger, and we continue to watch little bands of Hurricane Delta move through parts of our area this morning. The rain pretty minor, and that should be the case throughout most of the day today, although a thunderstorm can't be ruled out at some point. There's a look at radar, which since I've been here, I've only been here about 2 weeks or so, and we're finally using it for the first time, showing some showers out there across parts of southeast Texas and parts of Harris County, even parts of Houston. They're getting a couple of raindrops, but again, very minor stuff. As we back this out a little bit farther, there you see Hurricane Delta, a Category 2. There's been very little change throughout the morning here as far as its intensity and its track and its timing, all that on track for probably southwest Louisiana for a landfall by tomorrow evening. It's still got a little under 400 miles to go, so it's a long way off, and the models are in very good agreement that we're looking at landfall in Louisiana. So dodging a bullet here in Houston, Galveston, southeast Texas, but still there will be an impact with some pretty strong winds around here tomorrow and some minor to moderate flooding along the coast. Part of that from the storm surge that'll be about 1 to 3 feet. Futurecast going through the day, you can see how there might be maybe a little more explosive rain activity with one of these bands or one or two of these in the afternoon. So that's the possibility for a few thunderstorms, but it's not lingering. The rain, that is, won't be hanging out or stalling today. So nothing major today. Here we go into tomorrow afternoon. That's 3 p.m. Now into 6 p.m. You see that storm creeping a little bit closer. There's 9 p.m. So landfall may be occurring a little bit after sunset, and that could bring some heavy rain to areas just east of Houston. And a quick look at the wind gusts. Boy, they're going to be up there, especially east and southeast of Houston tomorrow afternoon and evening. Hannah?
All right, Adam, we are following an accident this morning. If you were traveling on 290 going outbound right around FM 529, just past the Beltway. To give you a good idea here, Jersey Village, heads up for you. Taking over one of the right lanes and the center lane for you this morning. We apologize for a little bit of technical difficulties right now, but if you are traveling here, give yourself a little bit of extra time. Let's put this on the map for you right now. Zooming in far northwest side of town. You can take the frontage road as an alternate route, but look at that. It's a lot of green on 290 all the way outside of the Beltway there, right in center lane. Heads up for you. Overall, not a terrible commute totally on 290, and really most of Houston is beginning to look a lot better around town, so that is some good news if you are about to start that morning commute. Maggie, over to you.
Thank you, Hannah. And now let's take a look at what is happening here in Houston on this Thursday. Forget a lawnmower. The Houston Arboretum has good old Billy. Goats. No kidding, you guys. Check it out. More than 120 goats will be doing what they do best, grazing and gobbling up grass, plants, and invasive species. Just think of them as four-legged landscapers. The Arboretum calls it an innovative twist on urban conservation management.
Historically, the prairie and savanna areas in Houston would have had large grazers like bison and also things like fire coming through and controlling the ecosystem and keeping it in a grassland state. We can't have bison and can't do fires right now, but we wanted to try and do something similar, and so we have these grazers out here, and that's what the goats came in for. We do typically mow or do some maintenance by hand, and that can be a little bit tricky, especially in muddier areas, and so we wanted to try the goats out here because they can get into some places that we can't.
I guess you could say they're the GOAT when it comes to mowing. You can catch them in action for yourselves through October 10th as they graze around the North and South Woodway ponds. Just don't touch them or feed them. They are busy working after all. Plus, there's an electric fence to keep coyotes out. All I can say about this story is, oh my GOAT. In the meantime, the Houston Rockets and Second Servings Houston have teamed up for another drive-through food distribution. It's happening shortly from 10 this morning until noon across from the Toyota Center in downtown in the Rocket slot that's at 1317 Austin Street. It's free and open to the public. You must, though, stay in your car and wear a mask. They will be giving out 2,500 frozen family-sized chef-prepared meals, as well as 15 pounds of assorted produce bags, Frito-Lay chips, bread, and of course, masks. The goal is to provide food for over 1,000 families. And listen up, folks, the Texas Renaissance Festival is underway, and CW39 Houston wants to send you and your family for free. Just go to CW39.com now for the Texas Renaissance Festival giveaway sweepstakes and enter for your chance to win 4 tickets. Doesn't get much better than that. That is a look at what is happening here in Houston. Time now 9:20. We are CW39 Houston. No wait, weather and traffic.
Senator John Cornyn and MJ Hagar in the race for the U.S. Senate seat. Watch the exclusive live debate. The economy, healthcare, the pandemic response. Get the answers to your questions before you cast your vote. Friday at 7 on CW39 Houston.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services.
Listen, hurt on the job, you may be able to get money for your injuries even if your employer doesn't have workers' comp. Call Terry Bryant, 713-973-8888.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. Dramatization. Former Judge Alex Royer, paid spokesperson for Smith & Hassler, Houston, Texas.
Another injury claim. Another denial.
What's the status of that car accident?
Denied it this morning.
Good. Not a fan of paying high medical bills.
Our doctor totally came through.
Good. Let's make sure we do the same thing on the next one.
Denying. It's kind of our thing. They called the law offices of Smith & Hassler. So now what?
Call Smith & Hassler, 1-800-WIN-WIN-1.
After getting shot during a mission in Afghanistan, you'd have thought I'd seen the worst. But here we are. Families on lockdown, communities torn apart. Because Washington politicians like John Cornyn made the wrong decisions early on, worried more about politics than saving lives. Well, I'm MJ Hagar, and I'll listen to the experts and fight for quality, affordable health care for every Texan. I approved this message because my mission isn't finished until all of our families are safe.
2020 took a lot of energy, but we've powered through together. And now, Direct Energy wants to help you start the new year with something you can count on. Free energy. Get 2 months of free energy when you sign up today. It's power you can use to power what's ahead. Call or visit directenergy.com to sign up with the best electricity company in town.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and...
I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services.
Listen, hurt on the job, you may be able to get money for your injuries even if your employer doesn't have workers' comp. Call Terry Bryant, 713-973-8888.
Weekdays justice served hot.
Don't roll your eyes when I'm looking right at you, and take it down a few notches.
People's Court at 11 on CW39 Houston.
No wait, weather and traffic continues. We're going to talk a little bit about weather, though, right now, and I want to bring in one of my colleagues, meteorologist Ashley Ruiz in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as we've got meteorologists all across the country here at Next Star Nation. So, Ashley, you're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, unfortunately, and you were talking about this before we came up. Storm fatigue is a real thing there, especially this season. You guys have just been very unlucky. The Gulf Coast is a big area, but so many storms have been focused on Louisiana. Tell me about what the vibe is there right now.
Well, good morning. Thank you all for having me. Storm fatigue is pretty big and pretty extreme here because we've been in the cone around 6 times. So I feel like a lot of people may see this as deja vu. I feel like I'm talking about the same thing over and over, and especially with Laura just several weeks ago, I still have some of the same graphics. I just had to update the numbers, because it is just a little more to the east from Cameron, Louisiana, the current path at least. And so a lot of folks just have storm fatigue because we haven't had a substantial hit here in the capital city in quite some time. But living on the Gulf Coast, we know it's vulnerable. It's been an extremely active hurricane season, and it just seems like it's continuous week after week. And so a lot of folks are wondering, is it going to be just another simple day of Friday here in Baton Rouge where we have gusty winds, heavy rain and such, or are we really going to get a pretty big impact with a possibly major hurricane staring us down in the Gulf of Mexico? It's a little unnerving for a lot of people, especially those who have been impacted by Laura, from Rita, from Katrina, from all other storms that we faced here in Louisiana over the years.
Yeah, the list goes on and on there. Let's talk about storm surge. This is pretty interesting because of the terrain of Louisiana, so flat, and it's amazing how far in the storm surge can go. I know Laura was a lot like that, and then talk a little bit about the storm surge you're expecting there in Louisiana from Delta.
Well, the same pretty much goes. Thankfully, the storm surge won't be as significant, but significant nonetheless from Pecan Island, which is just to the east of Cameron. So that's southwest Louisiana, all the way to Port Fourchon, which a lot of folks head down to Port Fourchon when they're heading out on the Gulf of Mexico. You have a lot of marshy area there, and a lot of it is swamp. So that water has to go somewhere. And with the wind field expanding, as we know, that could push more water just outward more, and so a big chunk of our coastline could see coastal flooding. Even with Sally just a few weeks ago, we saw coastal flooding. Our tidal lakes and Vermilion Bay especially vulnerable, the Atchafalaya Bay and the Atchafalaya River, all of these are vulnerable to this water, and so areas that are prone to flooding, even when we have a thunderstorm on a summertime day, they are very vulnerable to flooding. And so areas that are low-lying, especially near the coast, a lot of people are worried about that. And I know a lot of people already have sandbags from previous storms that we could have potentially faced, and just from coastal flooding in general. And you see right there on the graphic, the storm surge for Laura was forecast to even reach the I-10 corridor, and that could be similar to with Delta. And here, again, we have a lot of swamp, a lot of bayou, and so the water has to go somewhere, so it's going to be pushed inland. So our coast is especially vulnerable.
Yeah, Ashley, thanks for chatting with us this morning. We wish you the best and our neighbors over there in Louisiana. At least it looks like this storm will be on the move. It's not going to hang out too long, so hopefully just something to deal with for 24 hours or so. And then, of course, the cleanup afterwards.
Oh, absolutely. And we have great people here helping all across the state of Louisiana and our neighboring states here in Texas, and of course the Gulf Coast. So we have great people, and I think we're in good hands. I just hope people take it seriously and stay safe.
Okay,
thank
good
you,
advice
Adam.
right there. Yeah, thank you, Ashley. I want to send it out now over to Hannah as we have an update on the roads out there. Hannah, how's it look?
Yeah, not quite as much to talk about though in the traffic department this morning, but we are still following that one accident out on 290. Just wanted to zoom into the area. You Wazers out there not reporting it. Too many slowdowns because of this. But if you are traveling outside of the Beltway, do expect